Okay, so now that you guys have all your ideas kind of accumulated, I want you to pick one and start over on a new sheet of paper with that idea, and we're going to talk about how you can turn this idea into a paper. So if you guys want to do that, I'm going to write mine that I'm going to stick with here. Does everyone have theirs written down? Perfect. Okay, so my idea that I stuck with that makes me mad is when I hear racial and sexual slurs. And so what we're going to do is, this is something that we feel passionate about, obviously. It arises emotion in us. And so we're going to envision for this paper that the person or thing that's doing this is like making us so mad, that's going to be our audience. So that person that isn't taking well care of their own hygiene, or the organization that put that on, anything that relates, but that person is going to be your audience, and you're wanting to persuade them to change their ways or to just not do what they're doing. And so we need to come up with ways that you're going to be able to support that argument with research or just with points. And so let's go with my example, and we can work as a class to try and help me create a paper. So does anyone have any examples of, well, I mean, I can start with my own personal ones and we can branch from there about what I could do with it. Some ideas that I came up with is that really the deep-seated issue is that it's disrespectful to people. So we're going to do kind of a list. And then I also said that it can lower others' self-esteem. And that it shows discrimination. So, where could we go with that, do you think? Or does anybody else have anything else?
Going off that, it can get you in trouble, like, with the law, or, like, if you were to make a sexual comment or slur at work, you could get fired from your job. So I think it has, like, can have severe consequences if in the right setting.
Yeah. All right.
I don't know it would fit, but like I know a lot of people who say like racial and sexual slurs like don't even know what they're talking about. Like they'll like try to do one for like somebody who's like Latino, but really she'll be like Asian. Like I just think like a lot of it's just like ignorance.
Trying to be cool almost.
Yeah, and it's like you know what you're talking about.
Or like they just say it around their friends, but it's not used in like the right context.
Yeah.
Even.
Okay.
Like if you're gonna make fun of somebody, like at least do it right.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
I think it's almost like in a way it's been accepted by society, so people don't even think twice about using racial or sexual slurs. And I think that they think it's almost like a joke. They make a joke out of it. Like
when other girls call each other like bitches, and like I know my roommate calls me hooker all the time, and I'm like I don't think it's like I'm always like I don't think it's funny. Like I'm no slut, don't joke with me about it. Makes me mad. So like I guess no, I don't know.
Yeah. So that could tie in with like just ignorance and like disrespect and self-esteem. Like those issues could come together in people not realizing the effect.
Yeah.
And so really like what I could do with this paper is try and show them the effects of what they're doing, right? And so that's where we want to get with your papers. And so right now I want you to like think about the questions that the other students asked you and work on like writing down some ideas, kind of like similar to these points underneath what yours. So I want you to create a list similar to this one for your own paper. And we're just going to give you a couple minutes with that. everyone's got a few good ideas jotted down, is what I was noticing. And so our last little activity is just going to wrap things up, and it'll be, I hope, what gets you thinking a lot into your paper. And I want you to do, before we start any type of research, I want you to do like a free write. It's going to be a letter, like if you can envision that person in your mind. I want you to start a letter and write it to them with kind of using the points that you've come up with, just writing about why they should change their ways. And once you've completed that, that's going to be the end of my stuff. I'll have maybe someone share their letter at the end of it. So we'll do that. I'm going to write my book. All right. Are we kind of good with the letters? Mm-hmm. All right. Who would be willing to share their letter? Okay. Perfect.
Okay. Well, my initial pet peeve was people who ask a question I was just asked.
Okay.
So I said, "Dear annoying question asker, why don't you pay attention? If you did, you would know that question was just asked a minute ago. Not only did you just get on my nerves, but I'm sure you got on the teacher's nerves too, for he has to answer the question for a second time. Way to go."
Perfect. All right.
Done.